And we're back. Sorry about that. It seems that we are having some technical difficulties with the heat. Apart from us literally melting right now, it seems that the computer did the same. And again, Llama actually running off with one of the microphones didn't help either. So, but it seems we got everything a little bit back on track right now.
At least
I
we
think
hope.
so. I think so. Okay. So, to get back into the story, our heroes now walking through the woods outside of Los Sepals, called the Chokewood for multiple reasons, none of them good, have encountered, it seems, our good friend Maggie. Or at least Hannah and Allison have, as they are now still in the bushes, Grakal and Iroh fast asleep just a couple of meters away from them. Eye contact has been made between Allison and Maggie. Hi! You must be Hannah, so lovely to meet you. And you can actually see now that this person is, well, apart from just being weird, it seems that she is actually a little bit more civilized than just a normal bush person. As I said, you could also already see her boots. She just has a nice pair of brown boots on her. She has somewhat of a sort of hide armor, but it's more like cloth situation going around her. She also has like different belts with different types of pouches. She has a staff, quote unquote, which doesn't really seem like anything more than just like a nice piece of wood to walk with. Her eyes are well, you can't really see right now because it's dark. You only have like a little bit of light shade from the back from the campfire that you left behind, together with the stars and the moon, which are shining right now, but the canopy is also blocking a lot of that. You do, however, see the large outline of her huge afro, and she seems to be jovial. And next to her right now, you see a very familiar bearish form. So, hi. Sorry to disturb you. Hi.
Hi.
You are.
Allison Artano.
Ooh, that sounds like exotic.
Kinda is.
Thank you.
Do you know Hannah?
Well, this nice little fella actually told me about her, and she seemed like a very, very interesting person, so I thought I'd make myself known a little bit. Sorry about the hour, though. I know it's late, but you guys seem to be up already, so that helps.
I love this lady. Yes.
Okay. Would you care to join us on our camp?
Would
In
you
our
care
camp?
for a berry?
Do I know this berry?
You
this
do not.
kind of berry.
Seems okay. They're
be a
they're
pie.
very good. I just found them right over there, and they're very delicious. Oh, no, you can eat them. It's okay. I know. I know. Like you know, like the critters have somewhat of a different diet, but this should be fine. This should be. You are in the clear.
I feel like there's
I
a
think.
pun in here with the berries, the bear. I just haven't found it yet.
At this point in time, I would like the both of you to make perception checks, please, to see if you can actually hear this ruckus.
Careful.
With a -4 because you are unconscious right now.
9.
9. Yay!
A 6.
6. Nah, you guys are fast asleep still.
We did not assume to meet you this night, but if you would care to join us to our camp,
Of
our other
course,
companions would like to
yeah.
meet you too, probably.
Yeah. You made fire, right? Ooh, that's nice. Sure. Me and here would love to join you for a late night snack, if that's okay.
Definitely. We might have some questions for you if you be so
Oh yeah,
kind
of
to
course,
answer
of course.
those.
And me also for this little fellow right over here. How are you doing? As you begin scratching the ear of Melo, which is now dropping his like aggressive stance of it. Camp. Yeah. Right?
me.
Cool. Okay. And
How's Hannah reacting? Like
Hannah's just
It's starstruck, I think.
pretty much. Crystal will be allowed to have a reaction when she's back. I will not force her to have a first impression with this person at this point. Although you guys follow each other back to the camp. Do you want to wake up your friends?
If either I will or Maggie will, because she's loud.
She is indeed.
So I'm just gonna wake him up.
Okay. So, recall, you are woken from your slumber.
Guys, we found Maggie.
Man, what's
Do you guys want something to drink? I can make
You're
some
a
tea.
big one, aren't you? Oh, that looks lovely. Oh, and also very naturey. Like you actually have the skins. I don't know that one. I do know that one. Don't know that one. Don't know that one. She points to a hide armor.
What is like her now? She's loud.
I'm sorry. That happens a lot. You guys want to sleep, don't you?
Would you like to take a seat?
Sure. And she just sits down where she's there.
Thanks. Gurkal, I think you want to continue sleeping? Or... Because if that's the case, me and
Would you
Maggie-
like a berry? It's very nutritious, I think.
Yes, I will get up. It is my turn to watch. Anyway.
We are
think.
thirsty. We want one? Or are you more like a meat fella? Yeah, I figured as much.
Just too late.
tastes a little bit like little bit bitterish, but there is just some sweetness in them.
Odd. Like the feeling of this on my tongue is odd. I will get up.
You literally don't eat any vegetable, any plant material. Plant-like material.
You should though. Fibers, very good for your diet.
Not.
I think.
No.
I have no idea how you work inside though. So, yeah. Most people like it, but you're not people, are you?
No. They say I am unique.
Gurkal just sits up and stands up and grabs his spear and just sits by the fire.
And who's in that tent over there?
That's Iroh.
Hi, Iroh!
Man, I was just asleep, man.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay, but I'll just see you tomorrow, man.
Sorry, sleep tight though.
Thanks, man.
Okay. Maggie,
Yeah.
lovely to meet you.
Yeah, right over here, he told me about Hannah and who she, it seemed she had some difficulties, didn't she?
Yes, that's partly why we're here.
Roar almost bit off her face. Yeah,
Yes. And then we would have bitten off his.
understandably so. Yeah.
But yeah, that's partly why we're here.
But I'm glad that didn't happen. Roar at this point is just like curling up behind Maggie, and Maggie is using him, her, whatever. As a chair.
Hannah is indeed having some problems with her newfound skills.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a little excited because there are not a lot of people like you and me right here, you know? Like people who can actually, well, use magic, like nature-y stuffs. And, yeah,
How did you acquire this skill, if I may ask?
I have no goddarn idea. Heh. But I like it here, so,
What does Allison know about how most druids come to be? Does he have any idea about his...
make a recall knowledge nature check for me.
You make a recall knowledge nature for me.
No, you no. I gotta do it. Alright, what was your bonus for nature?
My bonus for nature is +5.
+5. And repeat the question to me again.
The source of nature magic. What does Allison know?
Right. So basically, your basic studies of magic, which you have done in the Free Broken Isles, because you are a learned person, the only one in this whole party, it seems. You do know that there are a couple of different forms of magic. You have the arcane, like the weave and hacking into the system of the multiverse itself. You have, the divine. Like the gods give you some love. You have the occult / warlocky things. Like there are strong beings that can actually give you a piece of their power. And then you have nature itself, which is something of a force itself permeating the entire living area, like life itself. You do know the concepts of Vita and Letha, like the two forces that make up the world, and Vita is the one that is actually like life and procreation and variation and that sort of stuff, and that is something that like the nature side can actually tap into. So in a way it is also like the divine sort of magic, as it is like a higher, well, like vague thing that gives you your powers, but it seems to be nature itself has also some sort of a goddish attitude which you can tap into as a druid.
Cool.
The basics.
And how people acquire these magics? I have no idea about that.
Well, the acquire like arcane.
I now met two people that out of random acquired these powers. Is that normal, or do people actually study it as well?
Both. So it seems that like the way of study is very different. Like to actually, like, for example, this guy right over here, he is also somewhat of a student to a divine god, and in such he channels the power of Kuranao, but in a very different way than a wizard would actually like pick up a book and read, like, okay, and then I do this with my hand, and then I see this words and that sort of stuff. So his studies are more to get in tune with his god, and the same would be said for a druid. So it's where arcane magics and the occult and that sort of stuff can actually be learned. You need to get more in tune with like the thing or the god that gives you your magic if you want to get better in divine or nature-based stuff.
Cool.
So it's more like on instinct than on actual intelligence.
Cool. Awesome. So yeah, that's basically why we're here. Would you be so kind to teach Hannah the ropes?
Well, that's why I'm here, actually. Like, it is lovely to meet you, and I would love that you are able to just like speak to her instead of like all the face biting and stuff. So I would love to help you out with that a little bit, if that's okay with your friends right here. But I will need some time though.
Will
if
this
that's
be of
okay.
any help? And I take out the book,
Ooh,
the nature book.
ooh, I've read this name before. Maybe? I don't know.
And I also acquired this. She may be able to make a focus out of it. Mistletoe.
Ooh, oh, this is fresh. Ooh, yeah,
Yeah.
this is awesome. This will actually help. Yeah, thanks. Where did you find this though?
On the road.
Yes.
There are a lot of roads.
He
Can you be
kept
more specific?
climbing and climbing.
I point at the yeah,
That away.
that away. No, like I kind of
Eh.
explain where. On a tree.
Tree.
No.
A lot of trees though. Yeah.
Basically that far. Blah blah blah.
Cool. I'll figure it out. I think. Another way.
I can show you if you want.
Hannah, you take this. There you go.
One day.
Nah, man. I got a lot of stuff to do right over here. I'm gonna be fine. But in the meantime, though, you guys are cool if I like steal these two from you for like.
Devs, that's why we're here. But
Awesome.
do you mind if we? Well, you can stay during the night, camp with us, right? And we may ask you a
Oh
couple
yeah, I
more
gotta
questions.
sleep. That's right. Yeah, that's a thing. Sure. I'll stay here.
I
do
still
that.
have about 2 hours of my watch,
Okay.
but
You mind Rur staying also?
definitely. Oh, may I
May you what?
go up to Rar and?
I think he's sleeping. Yeah, he fell asleep again. But
Okay.
you can cuddle him if you want to.
Okay. I'll
I'm
try.
pretty sure the chance of face biting is brought back to the bare minimum at this point.
Okay. I'll try and approach him and.
I grip my spear tightly.
I'll easily I'll just
Okay, roll perception for initiative now.
carefully approach him and
Make me a.
pet him a bit.
Let's see here. Yeah, this would be a command an animal check or something in
which is
the vicinity.
nature.
So that would be a straight up nature check. That's the closest one to actually petting a bear at this point.
That's for free.
Natural 3.
That's an 8.
I would like you to make a reflex saving throw.
He's gonna lose a finger.
Oh, easily.
So deserved. He's gonna
He's
lose
totally
a
gonna
finger.
lose a finger.
What is it?
I have a +9, but I rolled a 2.
Okay, so that's an 11. That's an 11. You don't outright die, no. Let's see.
Hey, let's have a drink to the first damage of the session.
First for fallen heroes.
Allison, you will be sorely missed.
Yep. Is he gonna crit me?
Where is it? There we go. No. Let's see here. Oop. Right over there. Ooh. Well, maybe he will. That's gonna be a 27 to hit.
I'm gonna nimbly dodge out of the way, so
Okay.
it's not a crit, but it's a normal.
It's a normal
Yeah,
hit.
I get
okay,
an AC
okay,
bonus
okay.
of +2, which makes it 19.
Okay. As a claw comes your way in a reflex. Oh god, that's an 8. So that will make a total of 12 points of damage. As
Okay.
as he will now be known as, is sleeping, and you come up to him, and eventually just like try to pet him a little bit, but you are somewhere like here with his neck, and you pinch. Just you didn't mean to, but you just like slip out of the way a little bit and pinch him in the neck, and you just. Oh, and the blood comes soaking through your cloth. Rur didn't even notice. Rur is just like continuing sleeping.
How much damage was that?
12. I would like to point out that that wasn't face biting, by the way. Oh god. Okay. Come over here. Come over here.
I'll be fine.
No, yeah, you will be. Come over here. Get over here. Yeah. There we go. And she begins massaging your place a little bit, and you heal a total of 7 points back. There we go.
Is,
She
is
begins to-
magic involved?
Sorry?
Is magic involved?
Oh hell yeah, there's magic involved. You actually see her hands glow up with a mix of a dark green and yellow, almost gold sparkles, as she begins to soothingly sing to you a little bit. And with that, she's also massaging you a little bit, and with that, the wounds actually close up again. You can still feel that there is damage underneath, but there is no blood anymore, and you are now in the proud possession of a nice little scar across your left arm.
Okay.
Like 3 different points of the bear claw made their way into there.
Let's try that again. Let's try again.
You will?
Yeah.
You will?
Yeah.
They said to me, in the trade hub, they said, do not poke the bear. And little Allison, please.
I want to make contact with this bear.
Well, it's your adventure. As Maggie is actually like picking up her staff and scratching her head a little bit with it.
Oh my god.
I'd like to try.
Who am I to stand against nature? Go ahead, man. I mean, like, it's not like he's pissed. Go ahead.
He's still sleeping a bit.
Another nature check.
Okay. It was almost a 2 again, but it's 12 now.
A 12?
So that makes for a 17.
17. Okay, so let's ignore this area where things can go wrong. Let's go to a nice safe area right over there. And you are now petting the bear, and he's just sitting there a little bit.
There.
No, he doesn't really seem to notice, so he's not reacting to you with like a bear hug, for example. But you
I'd
can
love
now
a bear hug.
you can now pet Rur, and you are doing so.
There.
2 times the charm, it seems. Huh.
Allison, come. Cornell shall heal the rest of that wound.
You guys are getting better healers than me. Great.
I was chosen. You climb trees. We each have our way of healing. I put my hand, say it, just 2 whispered words of prayer. I lay on hands for 6 HP.
Now that's awesome. Are we done with the literal poking of the bear?
Yeah.
Cool. Sleeping, right? All right.
Do you mind if I ask a few more questions too?
Oh, yeah, sure. I thought you guys wanted to sleep. I'm sorry, Iroh. Sorry.
Then I will return to sleep also.
Yes, I'll take 2 more hours and then I'll wake you up.
Sure. So, what can I help you with? Another berry.
We're curious about a couple of things. First, I'll ask some personal questions.
We just met.
No. First, I'm gonna ask some personal questions. I'm trying to get better at alchemy.
Uh-huh.
Would you be able to help me with that, perhaps? Maybe after.
I can show you a little bit, I guess. Although, are you like doing the stuff with like the roots and the berries and like the mixing and the
Basically,
magic?
yes.
Yeah? Huh. So we got 2 naturish fellows right here. Hannah, who still hasn't said anything, which is weird. No, but
she's
I
asleep.
think I could help you out a little bit with that. In exchange for something, though.
Definitely.
As she now has a small little light bulb going on in her head. Huh. Well, I might actually have something for you guys to do tomorrow while I'll take care of Hannah. There are these, just like, I think it's like that
Let me
way.
guess. Ruins
Yeah.
and plant things.
Yeah. Well, plant things. We're in a forest, Allison.
Living plant things.
These trees are alive, Allison.
Fair. Not conscious. Should I even say that?
Well, I understand what you mean. I understand what you mean. And you are correct indeed. It seems that like these ruins are having some sort of effect on the plant life, and there's one thing that I really want to have. Well, let me just take a look right here in my memory, which I have of things.
Do you know if this place has any associations with goblins?
Goblins? Oh yeah. They're all over the place, right over like I think it's like a day's walk that away. But you don't have to go right over there. I mean, like if you want to look for ruins, then we got them right over here as well. I think it's like a couple of hours, like that-ish way. But that's actually where I want you to go, because in these ruins, you see, it seems like I've been there before, and it seems that there is something going on with like wild growth, you know, like it's like really awesome in there. And there seems to be these plants called helmthorn. You might, if you want to be the one with like the alchemical stuff, and so you might want to write this down because this is a good one. Normally they just have these normal berries who don't really do anything, but if they are like very imbued with like nature and stuff, and things gets going, then they actually get magical healing properties.
What's the name?
Leave me helmthorn. Yeah. It's a very hardy and adaptable vine-like. It's like a shrub with it has like dark waxy green leaves, and well, it's got large thorns also, like thorns as large as your hand sometimes. And normally it gets like these like indigo colored berries, which can be used for drinks and stuff. Like you can just eat them and that's fine. But if you get the really good ones, they become like deep scarlet red. And those are the ones that I want. Because it seems like these ruins, like they've been growing there for a long time, but right now, things are getting a little bit exciting right there. And yeah, so these are also the plant creatures we were talking about. Those are there as well. And well, they're just critters. I mean, like they're just throwing a hassle. And I don't really get, well, killed plucking these berries, but you guys, 3, 1, you know? So this should work, I think. Like if you can go there, get me some berries, I'll teach you a little bit.
I think we have ourselves for ideal.
Hell yeah.
Definitely.
Awesome. Okay. You have your assignment. Did you have any other questions?
Well, I was about to ask about the temple where the goblins reside, but you already answered that.
Well, I've been walking around. I can give you somewhat of a better estimate at where they are if you want to go look for them. But
that'd be great.
yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
I'll take out the piece of cloth that he.
Sure. Let me think. And she basically just begins to recite a few landmarks that you will come across your way, which basically means that the ruins where she believes that the Helmthorn is growing is just a half day's travel to the northwest further, and then 1 full day to the west, back to the shore actually, like all the way over there. That would be the place where you could find the goblins, or at least where she knows that goblin
She
activity
believes
is.
her.
So at least with these hints, you and the rest of the party are actually able to, well, get to the vicinity where your survival checks will be a lot more meaningful.
Cool. Cool. And the rest of the 2 hours, I'm just gonna
All right.
enjoy talking to this person because she's very sweet and very
Energetic.
enthusiastic. Yeah.
Energetic.
Yeah, very enthusiastic. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So as you guys are talking the night away, eventually your
2 hours later,
yeah.
I'll.
Grakal is woken up. Maggie is still there, and eventually she realizes that she also needs to get some sleep because that is a thing that people do. And afterwards, the night
Oh,
passes.
thank Coronel.
The night passes uneventfully until the morning is greeting you all.
Woo.
And again, people wake up. Allison's not there.
Okay. Maggie is still there, lying against this large bearish figure. And right now, in the morning light, you can actually see that her large afro hair has all kinds of twigs and things in between them, and her clothes are a little bit dirty, but not dirty like sweat and blood, but just dirt. So she doesn't really smell all that bad. You can also now see in the light that she has like a nice, full, roundish face with big red lips, and when she will open her eyes, you can see that they are actually a large, deep green color. She's actually pretty pretty.
I don't head out too far, by the way. Just that people won't be able to hear me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You'll
if they
be-
were,
you'll be
if
in
they
the
would be
vicinity.
looking for me, then it's just not too far.
As the rest of you is waking up, you can actually hear that someone in the bushes just a couple of meters away from you, and you can hear like the heavy breathing of Allison sometimes.
Oh no, I moved too far away
too
for
far
them
to hear. Oh, sorry. Okay. So you don't know where it is.
Heavy breathing.
Having breathing, yeah.
Oh, such
Spoiler.
implications.
Spoiler.
Still. Gurkal's gonna, as Iroh does his meditation, I suppose?
Ira probably wakes up, just asks, "What happened last night, man?"
Yes, this one. And he points his spear at Sleeping Beauty. This one found us during the night.
Oh, cool, that's Maggie.
Yes,
Oh, nice.
guided by the bear that we did not kill.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Good thing we didn't kill it.
Yes, I feel like I should learn from this.
In a way.
I poke Maggie with the spear. With the
With
with
this
the
or
other
this
end, yeah.
No,
You impale Maggie with.
Oh, my bad.
and with that,
It is time to awaken.
oh, okay, sure, yeah. Morning.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I think I would like to get this one. And she actually walks into Hannah's tent and just grabs Hannah and drags her out of the tent. Hi, you ready for your training? I don't know. But basically, because Crystal is not here, I think it's better to just say at this point in time that Maggie will take care of Crystal and Melo at this time. And the rest of you eventually are left to your own devices. So, you guys know where you need to go. Take care, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Yeah?
Yes.
Awesome. We'll be here somewhere. Try to follow the scent of burnt wood, because, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of that.
Huh.
At that point, Allison walks into camp. You guys are leaving.
Do I see what happened to Allison, or is he completely healed?
Still just closing up his pants.
No, I mean the attack from the bear last night.
Well, yeah, because your clothes are ripped up here.
Man, what happened?
I probably would have tried and do that.
Well, in like 2 hours with chatting and Maggie, you don't really
And
have the
at
time to
night?
also at night
At night.
become very difficult.
Man, what happened?
I made first contact with a bear.
Dumbass. And I walked out.
Technically, it was second contact.
Gurkal laughs out loud.
No, this was first contact. Well, for me.
It was the same bear.
For me.
Oh, for you? Oh, of course. Okay. Okay, so, heroes, you are now set to go on your adventure to slay plants.
I
Okay.
would like to call myself a gardener. Some sort.
All right.
We know where to go.
Yeah, so you've explained to the party the deal you've made? Alright.
And yeah, I elaborate on it. And
right.
shall we?
So, Iroh and I now risk our lives so she teaches you how to
No.
eat
this
certain
is,
plants.
No, this is more also in the trade for her teaching Hannah. This is just a side thing, in which means that I'll be able to help you more. Basically, what you did with your divine powers, I can imitate, but then by using nature to create things that might be able to heal you, or might be able to stop people from getting poisoned or diseased, or you call it.
Yes,
I might even be able to make you stronger.
I
That,
Concur.
making that guy stronger?
Yeah, I might even be able to make you stronger.
if it will help you not hallucinate, as you called it,
Yeah,
we shall do this.
I actually want to prevent that as well, again, so that's also why I'm trying to do this, yes.
That way?
That way.
That way. We walk off. I roll another 4 on my survival.
So at this point in time, I would like Allison to make a survival check. And the rest of you, what would you like to do? You
Shield up.
Clink. Grakal is at the ready. Iroh, what's your
So-
sitch?
I'm just following, man. I don't have to check out for Maggie anymore. I'm just really curious to see the ruins.
Okay.
That's nice and spooky.
Iroh's like touristing behind us.
Yeah.
Natural 16 for a 21.
Nice. It seems that Maggie's words have actually taken root in your mind as you are now very capable of getting the track going. First off, as you guys are entering a new day, make sure to also check off like any food that you are consuming. That being said, you guys quickly make your way through the underbrush, through the forest, over one hill, down another one, and eventually when the sun is somewhere at its highest around noon, 1-ish, together with the compass that Iroh provided, it seems that you have made your way towards these ruins, as eventually you find yourself taking a step, and without touching dirt, you look down and you can actually see remnants of a stone road running here through the forest. Already being overtaken by nature itself once again. Trees are still sprouting everywhere, but you can actually see that there was something of civilized life here. So you guys are getting close.
In my home, there are many places like this. Much death, always.
Yes, because of that, I'd like to take a bit more effort in this and just pay a bit more attention. Stealth, maybe?
Guys, we
Also-
found ruins. How cool is this? And I just take a few steps ahead.
Iroh is
Cool.
just because the weather's nice, it feels nice in your skin, like the shade of all the canopies is also very, very pleasant.
Almost feels like vacation.
And also, Allison, you know that this time, when you would find these steps, it wouldn't be further than, well, you believe that you're in the right area, so if that's the case, it should be, well, somewhere within 100 meters of you, should be like this group of ruins.
Yeah, in that case, well, is Iroh just running ahead?
Well,
Not running, but
Walking.
like
Iroh.
taking a few steps.
Iroh, there are monsters here.
Oh, but we have Percol. It's gonna be fine. I just take a few steps more.
Gurkal looks at Allison.
No silence, then it is.
You look at Allison and you see a few sweat drops going from his face. He seems a bit tired. A little bit.
So, as you are now entering an area which you know might be a little bit dangerous, what is the order of movement in this time?
Well, apparently Ira is going in front.
Well,
Recipe for disaster. I love it.
Yeah. I'd
gotta
like
be-
to do 2 activities at this point. Exhaust myself a bit.
okay.
I'll go for perception and survival.
Alrighty then. Because, well,
I'd like to take a look out, and I'd like to see, if I see any tracks, try to follow them as well.
okay. As you are walking in front, I would like you to make your checks then. So, Iro, you were just having a good time?
I'm just having a good time. I'm just looking around because
Okay.
it excites me.
Okay, make a perception check for me then. And recall you were still at the ready?
Yep.
Alright.
Making my 2?
Yes, of course.
Perception first. It's 13.
13, alright.
And
And a 12 for me.
survival.
for you.
Survival's an 18.
Survival is an 18, alright. So let me get that out right now. Alright. With your survival check, you don't really see any tracks that are out of the ordinary. Here and there you can find a little bit of dirt, like pushed away by some sort of wildlife which might have gone past, but nothing like that that really seems. You remember like the distinct footprints of goblins. Goblin dogs, you also realize like, what might those critters look like when they are in the dirt? You don't see anything that recalls you of that. Next to that, like, what kind of tracks with a plant leaf? It's a little bit difficult to see, and as such, you don't really know what you're looking for, but you don't really see anything out of the ordinary. Without much problems, you eventually find yourself as the brush actually opens up. Still, the ground is here and there some stones, but mostly just dirt. But you can actually do see all the ruins in front of you. It seems that a long time past there was a tower here to your right, and in front of you there are like a small street of, I think, 3 or 4 houses with a little bit to the left as well. And one thing, Iro, that you see as you are walking up front, it's very strange, but there is a jack-o'-lantern, like at the end of the street. There is a large pumpkin with like open eyes, and there is fire within it.
I turn around, point at the jack-o'-lantern. Now that's some spooky shit right there. I mean, a still burning jack-o'-lantern sounds.
Grakal stops next to you, just curiously. I have never seen such a thing before.
Have I?
Have you?
Have I seen jack-o'-lanterns before?
It seems
Do they
you
use
guys.
those in my society?
First off, Iro, you stop walking and you wait for your friends, as because Grakal said
yeah,
he was
I'm
standing
not,
next to you.
when I see a burning jack-o'-lantern, I'm not gonna take another step until they are
Okay.
here. Because
And you guys are now coming together, then the 3 of you. Do you know a jack-o'-lantern? You do
do I
know.
know of societies that cut out pumpkins?
Well, yeah,
Okay.
it's something of a tradition in some sort of civilizations. So it is known to you.
So I explained that for some festivities people might do this, but I'm not too sure.
Grakal looks around confused at all the ruins.
Grakal, I
people-
would like you to make a perception check, please.
People usually don't live here.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he's confused about.
Yeah.
What people?
Yeah.
Allison, are you sick again?
Probably.
I get an 11 on my perception
11.
check.
All right.
Ah,
That's an
it's
issue.
that moment
Yeah,
why
it's
he's
that-
asking
that
for
moment. Oh, hell
it.
yeah,
Okay.
it's that moment.
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, I'm looking around the ruins.
Because you guys, while you
Well,
are
you are.
speaking to each other and talking about the jack-o'-lantern, you can actually see that the plant life beneath the jack-o'-lantern comes up to it, and the jack-o'-lantern now becomes the head of this leaf-like creature. And with that, we have our initiative for this encounter. So let us first get up to speed with the battle music. And there we are.
Allison's looking at it like, okay, well, yeah, that just happened.
Ira is just staring at like, what?
There we go.
is this kind of groovy. This is some real creepy shit, man.
Hell yeah.
I read stories about it. It was like there was this guy, I don't know, Stephen Kong or something. He wrote these amazing stories about it, but I never thought I would see something like this.
And with that, as you guys are
That
just
monologue.
standing here,
He just lost a turn.
yeah. So this was your turn. You haven't even taken it yet, but it's already gone.
Worth it.
All right. As this gourd creature
Try not
comes
to-
to life, cameras. As this gourd creature comes to life, it has taken his turn first because his stealth check was high enough to actually go in front of you guys. He takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He takes a few steps right over there. And as he does, you can actually see that he is growing seeds from both of his hands, which he is chugging towards Grakal. And
Have your shield raised?
yes,
I have my shield
Yeah, so you have your shield raised. So the first one to hit will be a 18 to hit,
Because
With-
of the shield.
Because of the shield.
which just explodes from your shield. You can actually see that the seed itself, which bounced off, already tries to grow vines around you as it falls to the ground. And the second one will be a, which goes wide with a natural one, all the way across of you. Then, at the same time, from one of the trees, you can also see another strangely different creature, where this one with the gourd for a head is one way. You can actually see that from this tree, another creature, like a sort of leaf goblin, it almost seems, with like pine cones for like bracers and like leg armor and like large leaves across it. Still a small creature, so it's just like a goblin in that regard. Comes to life and also begins to attack you guys. First attack is going to be against,
A ranged attack?
yeah, ranged attacks, against Iroh for there will be a natural 1. And the second attack will be
Twice in a
against
row.
Allison for a, Jesus, that would be a
Yes.
5 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, and then as he jumps from the branch, he actually glides slowly this way. While he moves 5 squares, he only moves 1 square down as his leaf-like form is being taken by the wind. After that, we have Allison. Allison, what would you like to do?
I'd like to draw my rapier first.
Rapier at the ready.
How tall are these walls of the ruins?
The walls themselves are large enough for you to not be able to pass them.
Okay, in that case, I
Except
stand
for
behind
the
one.
except for the ones with the leaf-like creature right above them. Those are just rubble, so you can walk across them, but those are difficult terrain.
Okay, I run up to the closest ruin.
Closest ruin?
Well, the
Right over there?
building, yeah, and
Okay.
I'll take cover action.
Okay.
That's
As
my
this
turn.
gourd creature was throwing seeds at you, you didn't feel like you wanted to stay there. So you walk up, take cover. Those are 2 actions. You still have 1
do
left.
I have full cover right now? No, I drew
you-
my rapier, so I'm done.
Oh, right. If you wanted to take full cover, this one is just like you could take full cover, but you needed to fall prone, so you need to duck on the ground. You can also just take 1 extra step up, right over there.
So
and there, the wall is still
normally,
large enough.
normally, if I stood behind this wall, I would not have cover.
Exactly. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, then I stand here and take full cover.
So it's basically like the wall is like up to here for you.
Yeah, cool. And on the other side, it would be normal
Yeah. The other
cover?
side it would be high enough for you
Cool.
to take cover behind.
Yes.
So
I'll do that.
yeah. So you want to stay right over here?
Yeah.
Okay. So then you
I
take
want
cover.
that +4.
And you got it.
Cool.
All right. Alice, rapier drawn, gets ready for this combat round. Iroh, you're up. What do you want to do?
Iroh passes Allison and heads towards the goblin.
The creature.
The goblin creature.
There's
Leave
still a
goblins.
grudge to be
1,
here.
2,
Yeah.
3.5, 4.5, 5.5 would be all the way up to here.
No,
The other one.
Oh, sorry.
Leaf
Sorry.
goblin.
Right. So
No, the pumpkin man
3?
scares me too much.
Yeah.
I had
4, 5,
nightmares about that one.
6. Those would be 6 squares for you to get it right over
So
there.
it's 1 move.
Yeah. If you're moving, your
no,
movement speed is
6.
30.
No, you have 25, so this could be 2 actions.
I
So-
have 30 when I'm not. I wasn't in mountain stance yet.
Your speed is 25.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Gasp.
Gasp.
Lies. Deception.
Okay. Well, then I have to move just 1
Square further?
Just 1
Okay.
square further.
Oh, by the way, before you take that action, do realize that this guy was gliding from the tree, so he's still at this point in time 15 feet up in the air.
Oh,
That's true.
that's a thing.
No, that's
Yeah, so what do you want to do now, huh?
I am gonna hide behind Gricol.
Yeah, behind Rugel. Okay. So, right over there.
That is just
At this point in
terrible.
time-
You know I'm gonna charge in, right?
At this point in time, I would say that you actually, because you're so small, I think you would have cover from Gricol. I think so. But Gricol is going to leave, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, it's probably just me running behind Gricol, Gricol running off, me still staying there.
Like this. Yeah. What is happening?
Nice.
All right. So you move behind Gricol.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's it.
That's about it. Okay. Then afterwards, let's see. There we go.
What does the pumpkin man do?
No, the
Oh,
Pumpkin Man is not there
Oh
yet.
no!
Another
Even more.
leaf-like creature
Oh no!
is appearing right over there in that tree,
Over
and
there,
one
I
in
can
this
see.
tree as well. So this one is going to glide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right away, all the way over there. And this one is going to glide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First, the one that is way too far away to actually be any good is still trying. He's also apparating seeds and throwing to them. What you can also see now is that these 3 leaf-like creatures that are gliding through the air also have long spears with them. I mean, with long spears, I actually mean spears that are long enough to be able to poke you from 10 feet. Yeah. So, the first one at Gricol is going to be a nope. And the second one at Gricol is going to be the exact same roll. Those are 2 4s in a row. They are too far, they will not hit. And then the one next to you, who is now just gliding around the corner and being able to see Iroh right over there, is going to attack you 2 times
Iroh thought he was safe.
for a 16 to hit.
That's my AC, so that's,
Ooh, so that would hit then.
that would hit, yeah.
And the second one would be
Did he take cover behind Gricol
I-
or not?
Well, I took cover from
Yeah.
these guys, but not from this one.
Yeah.
He's not in cover from the side where this
No.
creature is now gliding from.
And I didn't go into mountain stand yet, so
But the second one is going to miss, I believe, with a 13 to hit.
no, that's gonna miss.
I feel like this is an instant karma situation.
That's
As,
true.
as the seeds from this
Definitely true.
creature. The gourd-like creature who threw his seeds actually sprouted vines and tried to constrict you, while these ones are just like, well, basically poppy seeds. Because as they land, the first one beside you, poof, a large ring in your ears, and then the next one poof, actually hits you for, let's see, that will be a simple 1 point of damage. However, I would like you to make a...
So it's more like a chick than a.
It scares me a bit.
Like you know those look like like
little
the peas,
baggies.
like the peas that you throw on the
Yeah,
ground.
yeah, yeah.
It's like those, but actually having effects.
They actually hurt.
So I would like you to make a Fortitude saving throw
Oh no.
against their deafening blow.
Ooh,
Deafened.
that's an 11.
He's
An 11.
definitely. Sorry.
So at this point in time, you are indeed deafened, which means there we go. Whoop. We will not take up too much time with this. Definitely, you can't hear. You automatically critically fail perception checks that require you to be able to hear. You take a -2 status penalty to perception checks for initiative and checks that involve sound, but only rely on other senses. And if you perform an action with the auditory trait, you must succeed a DC 5 flat check, for otherwise the action is lost. So for example, if you would like try to recite spells for which you need to do like auditory things because you're deaf and you're bad at them, you might have something of a hard time doing those. But it seems that it doesn't really matter you because you don't really have to
Yeah,
hear. to do anything.
for us it's not so bad.
There we go. Okay.
For now.
Those were their turns, and then we are back at the top of the round with the larger gourd thing. Oh, sorry. We forgot Gricol. We'll put Gricol
Story
right.
of my life.
We'll put Gricol right over here because you were actually before the leaf guys.
Ah, that's
Yeah.
fair. All right.
You were actually right after Iroh.
So what Gricol is going to do is move 1, 2, 3,
Alright.
4, 5.
5 squares to the front.
Yeah.
Charge!
So this guy and I have a date with destiny. And I will wine and dine him to death with my spear. Seriously though, I raise my shield again because I need to keep doing that in order to
keep getting the bonus from it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna make a single attack with my
All
spear.
right. You are going to stabby stab him.
Yes.
Go for it.
I roll a natural 2, so that ends. That gives me a 9.
And as you walk up to this creature, you can actually see that the gourd itself, or the large pumpkin with like the things carved from it, has something of a stick of wood in it, which is still burning right now. But it's very strange because it doesn't really feel hot in any way, even if you're so close to it. And a little bit distracted by that, you just go for a thrust. But now you can see, oh wait, the entire body is just vines knitted up together, and the vines part a little bit, let your spear pass through, and as you get it back, that was weird. But nothing happened, no damage. It seems that his dexterous form was enough to actually let you miss, because you rolled low. Alright, so that was your turn then, I think?
That was my turn.
Then those leafy fellas did their thing, which actually helped you a lot, because now you're closer, so now the minus penalty would have been even less by the floating thing.
But they rolled
But
two
they
fours
still
anyway.
missed, so it doesn't matter. So right up, we are now back with the gourd. Okay, and he is now, let's see, he's going to hit you.
Cool.
Or at least he's going to try, because you were way too close for him for comfort. So now he's like, with the vine-covered mallets that he's wearing. For the first one is going to be a 20 to hit.
Shame. That's a hit.
Yeah. Okay, so with that, you take a total of 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
So I'm gonna use my shield.
Mhm.
It has hardness 5, and
Okay.
once per round, as a reaction, I can block 5 damage. Any remaining damage still goes to me and my shield, but 5 beats 4.
All
So,
right.
Bye.
And indeed it does.
Hardness
I'm
5 is
getting
great.
a little bit.
Pretty good. Hardness 5 is pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. And what they did,
Yeah, change,
yeah, so it can take 10 damage, but the remaining damage both I and the shield get.
All right. So with that, you raise your shield, and this large vines actually like bundling a little bit in the fist as it tries to hit you. As again, the vines are actually trying to grip you, but your shield slaps it away without any effect. Then for the second one, which is going to be a, let's see, that would be a 15 to hit.
That's a miss.
Misses, and he just goes in a full rampage for the third attack as well. For a, let's see, that was a 14 to hit, I think. High roll, but still with all those minus penalties
Yeah.
for multiple attacks, it doesn't really seem to take root. And with that, we come to the turn of the next leafy fella, which again glides 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right over there. And as he keeps gliding, he keeps just slowly drifting to the ground. For right now, he is still 10 feet from the ground, so a little bit difficult to reach at this point. And he is going to throw 2 seeds at Allison. So Allison, the first one will be a 15 to hit, and the second one will be a, let's see, that would be a 9 to hit. So both these next to you on the ground, but not taking any damage from the effect. Afterwards, Allison, you're up.
Okay. Given that this guy is next to the tree, he's very close to the tree, I'll try and run up to the tree behind him and
Alright.
just basically run up and push myself off with thrust and try and...
Parkour!
Yeah, basically.
Alright.
Parkour up to him and try and...
Go ahead and make an acrobatics check for me, please.
that'd be one of my actions then. 22.
Well, I will say it's an acrobatics and also like movement, so it will take 2 actions to do this whole thing.
that's alright.
Alright?
So
Okay.
basically move and then the
And
acrobatics,
then
of
acrobatics,
action, and then
alright?
thrust.
So,
So that's 22 in acrobatics.
I will allow this. So, as you walk up, you take 2 steps against the bark of the tree, jump and thrust with your rapier. Go ahead for the attack.
I thrust for a 9.
As this leafy fellow is actually just drifting in the wind, the entire force of your movement is enough to blow him away a little bit. Damn it! Just enough for you to miss with your rapier. But with a nice judo roll, back on your feet, where do you want to be at the end of your movement? Like, do you want to be right over there, right over there? With just an
sorry.
acrobatics check, you are allowed to make your place known.
What, can I go one more spot to the wall?
Right over there?
Yeah.
Sure. All right. So that was Allison's turn. Then, Iroh, you're up.
Iroh saw Allison do that, and he figures, I can do that. So he's gonna skill against the wall of the tower a bit to try to hit
Okay.
the goblin close by.
As the
Wall
tower
walk.
itself is actually a little bit of a ruin, you might even find a few steps upwards, even to make it a bit easier on you. So go ahead and make your acrobatics check.
That is that's a 7.
As the ruins did indeed have a few stepstones for you, not all were secure enough to hold your halfling weight. And as you jump up, you can actually feel like crink, one stone skip. Oh shit. And you fall to the floor right over there. So those were 2 actions. I will allow you a reflex save to see if you can land on your feet.
That's a 20.
You can make it into a somersault. Like this was all planned, man. That stone skipping, it was all planned. Make
When
a nice
I-
somersault, 3-point landing. Poof,
When
on
I
the ground.
land, I quickly look around to see if nobody saw. And
Allison,
after
make a
that,
perception check.
24.
24. Why did he make a nice somersault? Isn't he in combat or something? It's weird.
and then I have one action
Yeah,
left.
one action left. Yeah.
You're still not
Ninja
out.
star.
I'm gonna go into mountain stance.
Okay.
As,
So as you make the 3-point landing, you actually impact the ground even harder than you actually meant to.
Do
I
know.
actually burrow my feet a little.
Yeah, do know you cannot
into
leave the ground if you're in mountain stance.
I cannot jump. As far
Yeah.
as I'm concerned. Yo,
So
true.
as whenever you leave the ground, mountain stance gets discarded.
Okay. All right. So right now, Iroh is in mountain stance, ready to take the onslaught of seeds throwing at his face, which really, really sounds bad. Grikal, you're up.
I am going to use my focus point.
All right.
And I'm going to activate Weapon Surge. So, yeah, my spear lights up with
Nice.
divine energy, and I'm going to get. Just let me check just to be sure.
Swifty?
Yeah, I get a
Yeah.
also that, but I'm gonna get a +1 on my attack roll, and if I hit, an extra dive damage.
Ooh, nice. An extra die of damage even. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So let's go for this.
What does your spear look like when it's empowered?
Ooh. Yeah, so again, there's like this little ray of sunshine perfectly penetrating the tree canopy above me as it shines exactly on the tip of my spear. It's just lighting up, reflecting way more than its material should.
Awesome.
Yeah. And I'm gonna stab with it.
Oh, hell yeah, you will.
Oh, yeah. And so much dramatic description for what amounts to a 13 on my attack roll.
Again, man, this gourd, it is vitalized. It is very, very aggressive to you, but you just can't seem to hit it. First
Yeah.
one misses.
I'm gonna play it safe. Those are 2 of my actions. So I'm gonna use the last one to raise my shield, and I'm gonna hope my. So I'll scream to the back or to behind me. Finish them off. I will hold them here. So I'm kind of hoping that they're gonna do the damage while I miss.
You catch
tried
their
to-
attention.
You
Catch
tried
their
to do
attention.
the damage.
well, you
Alright.
Yeah.
just oh.
Okay,
I'll
so
take it instead.
after Grikal's turn, we have the 2 leaf-like creatures gliding further through the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to you there. And as they go towards you, 2 seeds come your way for a, let's see, ooh, that's a natural 20. That's a
Ouch.
natural 20. So that'll be a total of, let's see here.
Just rolls the 1 again.
You might want to shield block this.
Let's see, that would
It's
be,
gonna
where
damage
are
your
my
shield
numbers?
though,
There we go, just 2d6. 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage.
Yeah.
Nah, I'll take it.
Okay. So you can see the seed coming. You can try to block, but it's too much for your seal to handle, perhaps, because this seed is got some velocity to it.
Yeah.
And then the second one will be a -5 is 8 to hit. So the second one goes wide. All right. Then the second leafy person gliding through the air
You want me,
was the one.
To make a fortitude save?
Oh yes, indeed. Although it doesn't really matter. Oh well, for you it might. So yeah. So again, a
Yes.
fortitude side to see if you are deafened.
Well, he's used his focus point, so it might.
It doesn't really matter anymore.
Think I make it with a 26.
Yeah, you're fine.
The only thing how it.
Oh,
will-
now I roll high.
Yeah. The only thing how it will challenge us is because after this, if everyone's deafened, we may not communicate anymore.
What? No, but Iroh, as your turn just passed, the blast was already fading and
Oh. Okay.
your hearing came back to you.
Oh,
You were only
okay.
deafened for one round.
It's not
Yeah,
that bad.
it's just the big bang.
Yeah,
Yep.
It's not that bad.
All
Not
right.
a magic thing.
So the second one, also gliding through the air, away from Iroh, as he does, is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right over there, and is also going to make 2 attacks against you. The first one is going to be a 19 to hit.
Miss.
Oh, sorry, those are the first one was against Iroh.
Oh, 19?
19, yes.
Oh, that's gonna hit.
Ooh, that's gonna hit. Okay, for 3 points of damage.
Doesn't he have cover from the tower?
He started his movement right over here, so I'm splitting it up. So he's first doing an attack, and then he's moving, and then he's doing another attack.
You said 3 points of
On
damage?
the
3
second
points of
attack,
damage.
does he have cover?
The second attack isn't going to Iroh. The second attack is going
cool.
to Gokal.
Never mind. My bad.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
And again, a fortitude saving throw to see if again you are deafened.
That's bad. That's fortitude? That's
Fortitude?
21.
Yeah. Okay. No, you're fine. The blast the first time, ping, left a ring in your ear, but this time it's like, boom, and that's it. And then the second attack is going towards Gokal from the back for a natural 1. As you are now, it actually hits like your big toe right at the bottom. But that's about it. It's only the frustration that hits you instead of the
Yeah.
damage.
I've
Okay.
got plating there to hide.
Then we have the Gourd, who is again up, and he's just going to go ahead with his frenzy. You can actually see that all these plant creatures are also like gibbering well in your ear. They're just going full out attack mode. And the first one against you is going to be a yikes. It's going to be a 10 to hit.
Oh,
That's not bad.
yeah, I was
Oh,
afraid
sorry.
of the idea.
It was a yikes for me. It was a yikes for me. The second one, however, is going to be a let's see, that's a 18 to hit.
My impenetrable shield.
And the third one is going to be a lot lower than that. So
Alright.
again, he really is trying to grab you with these vines and such, but he just can't really get any purpose with it because your shield wall is up high.
I think he's trying to constrict me.
Yeah, perhaps.
Perhaps.
And then this leafy creature is again having its turn. Right now, by the way, these other leafy creatures are now 10 feet from the ground, and this one moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right over there and makes 2 attacks against Allison.
My turn again, almost.
Yes, after this, after this leafy creature, then we have the 3
we
of
have-
you again.
Okay.
Then we have Allison, Iroh, and Gokal.
Okay.
So 2 attacks against Allison. The first one is going to be a 10 to hit, and then the second one is going to be a natural 20. So
What's the total?
that would be the total would be at that point a 22 to hit.
Okay. Yeah, that's a crit.
Yep. Okay. Which makes a total of 7 points of damage again.
Oh, that's not so bad.
How far
You double the modifiers?
Yeah, the modifiers of a range attack, which are not.
Oh, they're
does
none. Yeah, fair.
There you
does he count as within 15 feet here?
Let's see. That would be now
No.
just right too far away.
Okay.
Like this would be 15 feet.
Ah.
This wouldn't.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Okay, but the seeds still go flying. So, Allison, you're up. Afterwards is Iroh and then Gokal.
Okay. How far is the other one next to the pumpkin?
The other one next to the
Yeah,
pumpkin.
how far up?
How far? So that would be.
The sky.
Yeah.
Oh, those are still 10 feet up in the air. So
Cool.
this one, whoop, whoop, this one is now 5 feet from the ground. So the next turn he will land. And these ones are still 10 feet from the ground this time. The other two.
Okay. In that case, 15.
Because it's a small creature, like the one 5 feet from the ground right now, you would be able to hit it.
Which one was 5 feet?
Like this one, like the one.
Oh,
who
that's
was,
5 feet from
yeah.
the ground.
This
Oh.
one is 5 feet from the ground. Yeah.
In that case, I'll
Each
just.
turn they drift a little bit closer to the ground, and their
Oh,
height reduces by 5 feet
Okay, cool.
until you are.
That's awesome. In that case, I'll just run up to that guy.
All right, right over there
Yeah, sure.
or here.
That works.
There?
Either work.
All right. You walk
And,
up to him now, drifting close enough to the ground where you can actually go right up against him.
I'll start with feint attack.
All right. So that would be against his.
Well, no.
Oh.
It's a 9.
Let's see. Against his what DC?
Deception DC.
Deception DC.
Perception DC.
Perception. Okay, no, that would be a 12 on his end.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna straight up attack.
All right. 12 misses, I'm afraid, as these creatures are very, very agile. You walk up to him, you try to feint one time, he doesn't understand what you're doing, and then you just go for the thrust, but again, whee, just the air just drifts this creature back again a little bit. All right, so that was your turn.
Yeah. We're shit at combat.
Oh man.
Iro, you're up.
I'm
You
gonna
did,
stand.
you did do some pretty much awesome parkour moves, though.
Yeah, but it does not matter at all.
It's like you have this fork and you try to like just pierce a tomato on your plate,
Yeah,
and just like
yeah.
skipping away the entire time. Iro, you're up.
I'm gonna stand on the other end of the goblin,
All right, right over there.
thereby flanking in, I think.
Mhm.
And I'm just gonna try. I am still in mountain stance. So I'm just gonna try to hit
How
him.
tall are you though?
3 feet.
You are 3 feet.
Yeah. So he's 2 feet higher than my height in the air. So I'm gonna try to maybe.
Yeah.
Can he reach without
Yeah,
lifting
that's
a foot?
the thing. I think we'll have to leave the ground at this point.
Then I'm gonna go out of mountain stance
Yeah.
and just gonna try to.
Okay, just
Front
run up
kick.
like that.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
it's like a child trying to get something from his parents.
He's trying to grab that balloon.
Yeah.
Catch
Okay.
a butterfly.
So go ahead.
That was also one of the stories of that Kong person. No clue what it was called.
Okay.
Something?
So the creature is flat-footed against you. So go ahead and make your attack. The first one,
Oof, Dios mío. That's a 10.
10.
We're great at this game.
You are not getting your balloon. Whee! It just goes with the wind again and just like keeps twirling in its place.
I'm still gonna try.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's have a look. It's even worse.
Oh my gosh.
It's
Double
the same.
four.
It's the same dice roll, but it will make
Much
a,
lower.
Yeah.
much
Hey
lower.
Crystal,
5. I think.
sorry if it's TPK.
We
Yep.
lost against 3 leaves and a pumpkin. Okay.
That's why we need a nature pick.
This is the moment we actually find out that we actually need Crystal.
Even with her
we
dice
need
rolls.
Melo.
We need Melo. Okay, but those
For sustenance.
Okay, that's his turn.
It's his turn. Grakal, you're up.
Alright,
Everybody's missing, man. I'm sorry.
finally.
Oh, this was a flurry of blows, so you have one more turn.
You want to go for the third one?
I'm gonna go for
One more.
third
Third
one.
attack.
Roll another 4.
That will make which penalty do I take?
-10.
Minus 10.
Yeah.
That will make a 14.
14. Still misses, I'm afraid. The leafy creatures are very, very dexterous. And you guys are just sucking all over.
It was a natural 18, so it was a good finally.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Grakal, you're up.
Alright,
Can you do it?
can I do it?
Can you do it?
I trust in myself. Okay.
And also into the gore?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, basically.
Good question. Yeah, that's kind of what's happening here.
You'll try.
I'm gonna poke him in the stick, like the little
Poke
lit
him in the stick.
Yeah.
With a stick.
Yeah. We're going for a certain hint of
Double stick action.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Oh.
That's a natural 19 for a 26 total.
26.
First damage.
Nice! Woo!
And who else but Grakal?
Just doesn't crit.
Ah.
It is a very, very solid hit. So, Grakal, again, from behind your shield, you thrust with your spear, this time actually getting somewhere with it. Go ahead and roll
yeah.
damage.
Oh, this is the moment I've been waiting for
Which
for
is-
so long.
With another damage die, right?
No.
No?
No, that only lasts on one attack.
only lasts- oh, God damn it.
Yeah, and it
Okay.
missed.
So,
Okay, so I rolled a 1 on the die. I guess it must even out somewhere. So that's +4 for total 5 damage.
5 points of damage. As you thrust your spear through the entire pumpkin at the backside. You get it back, and there is now also an eye on the back of the pumpkin at this point.
Nice.
Although you are looking at it like, okay, it does seem to lose a little bit of its demeanor, like the magical essence, which is keeping this thing together, is weakened because you actually damaged his form. But he still seems pretty okay-ish.
Okay. Well, I guess, the tactic seems to work. Why fix what's broken? Attempt number 2.
Okay.
And another great roll. So that that puts me at a 20 total.
20 total hits.
Wow.
Oh,
So go ahead and roll damage again.
When it
There
rains,
you
it
go.
pours. No, so that's an 8 on the roll, so 12 damage.
Ooh, nice. All right. So with that, you get a little bit of an idea like how this creature works, like what kind of nature-ish enchantment or energy is keeping this thing together, and you just go all out in a frenzy. You just like take your spear, pierce it one time, rip it across, and just like the vines coming loose and stuff, and it actually seems to lose its own sense of self a little bit, and a lot of vines fall to the floor. Its pumpkin is now just being held up a little bit, one good blow, and this thing is going down.
Nice. Well, I'm patient. I'm gonna raise my shield because I expect that 2 of these guys are gonna be attacking me, and maybe the little guy in the back too. So let's just play it safe for now.
Okay.
You guys have got this one. Yeah.
All right, and the shield wall goes up again. Then after Gurkal, we basically have everyone. First up
And then we're dead.
are these 2 creatures right over here, the leafy ones. These are now drifting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away from you. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right over there. And as they do, they are going to make attack rolls. The one I moved first is going to make 2 attack rolls against Gurkal. The first one is going to be a natural 1, which will miss. And the second one will be a 15 to hit. So that ain't doing it either. Then the one that was just drifting past you guys is going to make 1 attack roll against Allison and the other one against Gurkal. So let's make Allison the first one, which is going to be a 23 to hit.
Oof.
Yeah.
Skadoosh.
It's
For 2 points of damage.
Ah.
As the seed hits you on the back of the shoulder, poof, oh man, I just got a wound closed there.
yeah.
And
Oh,
you
well.
can make another fortitude saving throw to see if you
It's
can.
the best place he could have hit because my clothes were shred anyway.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter.
It's already ruined.
Yeah. That's a 12.
A 12, as you ping, are deafened for a round.
What?
You are deafened for what? Sorry. And the second one going to Gurkal for a high roll, but that would be a 18 total. As the shield turns around, poof, blocks it, and then goes back to the front. As the gourd is now going to attack you once more.
Oh, yeah.
Shields are great.
Yeah.
First one is going to be a 12 to hit.
No. The
Second
board is
one
kind
is 11,
of. Nope.
and the third one is going to be a 8.
I was
So
gonna start that sentence with the gourd is kind of scary, but now never mind.
He hasn't really hit you. He hit you once.
nah, man.
No,
he's,
not even once.
I'm
Took
rolling
7
really
damage
low.
from?
Yeah, it was one of the poppers.
Oh.
I'm rolling really low on the first attack roll each turn
Yeah.
has, which is the highest one, of course.
Most important one.
Okay, and then the last one, this leafy fellow right over here is going to drift to the floor, right over, let's see, right over there, and is going to poke you with a stick.
Not
So,
a stick.
yeah, he's going to poke you with a stick. So, as he has landed, he has this long, like just a branch with at the top of it just a pointed, sharp, it almost seems like a flower which is turned to stone, which he's going to try and poke you with 2 times. The first one is going to be a natural 20.
That's
Okay.
an hit.
Which is going to be, let's see, that would be, oh, there we go, no wait, it's 2d8. 10 minus 2 is 8 points of damage, as they do not really have any strength, so they even have a minus bonus to the damage that they roll with their spears.
That hurts like hell.
Still does.
Really stings.
As he lands, he can actually use his momentum at the end of his drift to actually like pierce it into your left leg a little bit, and pulls it out again for another thrust, which is going to be a, that's a 21 to hit. Oh no, sorry, with a minus 5 penalty, this is 16 to hit.
Oh, that's my, yes, that's gonna hit. That's
still
my,
hits.
because I'm not a mountain stance
Okay.
anymore.
You are not,
Oh,
which will
really?
be 2 points of damage.
So if
far are
you
you?
guys get close to me,
Yeah,
I can
we don't know
protect
yet
you.
because you've never done it before.
that's
So we don't know yet.
Oh crap. Alright. But that was those fellas, so now up again, Allison. What would you like to do?
I Allison stands here. That thing just floated away. He's gonna take a dagger from his boot and throw it at him.
At this point in time, the leafy creature has touched down, right?
know.
So the dead one's on the ground. Okay, cool.
I know.
So, shink, get a dagger. Go ahead.
That's a 22 to hit.
22 hits, but it's not a crit.
Um,
For
2 points of damage.
as you cut, a part of the leafy exterior of this creature is actually just flown into the wind. 2 points of damage.
I'm basically gonna say to her, you finish it off, and I run up to behind the other leafy thing.
Alright.
Gurkal, behind you!
All right, so
Alright.
you walk up right over there.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Yeah, so you are now pretty much backed into a corner at this point because
Yeah.
you are still in the inside, but there's not enough space for you to actually stand there. So, you are there.
Yep.
That was it?
That's it.
Okay. Allison is done. Now, Iroh, your turn.
Iroh's hurt pretty bad, which
Okay.
makes him a bit scared and a lot more angry. And he's gonna walk up to the leafy goblin, go into mountain stance, and flurry of blows try to
Okay.
hit
Also,
his face.
do remember that the last time you actually got some loot together, and someone in your party is holding some healing potions.
Oh,
I
yeah.
am. I am.
All right, so
I have
you're
to
just
go.
going to
Yeah, and
whack the leaf. Whack
first
the leaf.
I'm gonna try to hit him twice,
Okay.
which will be a 18 to hit
That'll hit.
Yes.
and a
Yes.
17 to hit.
17 misses, unfortunately.
Wow, high AC.
Yep.
Yeah, tiny little.
Yep.
quick
AC of
nimble
18.
things.
Yeah, they're not so good at actually hitting you guys. Well,
I
shouldn't.
hit for 6 hit points.
all right. As you walk up to him, one fist blows another piece of it off. But still, this creature seems a little bit tougher than you eventually thought.
Wow.
And
Yeah, yeah.
It has more than 8 hit points.
It does.
I give a quick shout out. Please help!
You got this.
Oh wow,
said
I
Allison.
expected 8 would have been enough. So.
These creatures are more durable than you actually thought.
Yeah.
Although they don't really seem to be handling their spears all that well.
No. Well,
All right. Was that your entire turn? I do believe you have one action left, right? You did your
yes.
flurry of blows.
Because
you walked up.
I had to walk up, I had to go into mountain stance.
Oh,
yeah.
you also did into
I
my
was on
stance.
the
Yeah, of
mountain
course.
stance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So after that, Grakal, you are up.
Finish him. I feel it.
All right, let's go for it. You raise your spear.
Could happen. So that's an 18 to hit.
Hits.
Ah, perfect. Okay. So roll for damage. Then we get a 7 damage on to finish the little pumpkin.
All right. So as you thrust your spear through the pumpkin, this time the pumpkin actually sticks to your spear, and you just pull the entire pumpkin off from the body, which then falls to the floor. But at that point, the entire body seems to shrivel up a little bit. Woo! And it explodes in a nice warm breeze, and you can actually see everywhere around you all the different flowers that were like popping through the different cracks in the floor here are starting to sprout up and feel invigorated and nice. It seems to have given off some sort of nature-ish healing pulse
Sweet.
when it died. But die it did.
Did the healing pulse heal me?
I'm afraid not.
and at that
Only-
point,
only the
Allison's
plant life, it
running
seems.
behind
Worth a
you.
try. Yeah. So I'm gonna. So Grakal, as this happens, he's half in amazement, but he's mostly just in that adrenaline rush, right? So he just screams, "Ha ha! Yes!" And he turns around and goes with this.
All right, go
spear
for
at
it.
This one.
Which is flat-footed at this point in time.
Yeah. So that means I get a +2.
No, I think
That
that's
means,
minus.
yeah,
Oh,
I
he
will,
gets
I will, yeah,
Okay. Okay.
pretty much the same thing, but you
Yeah.
know.
Ah, I'm gonna miss. That is a 4.
These leafy model, as you thrust again, just turns a
Yeah.
little bit in the wind as the next turn will float to the ground. But the second attack missed.
Then I'm gonna raise my shield again.
All right, and again, Grakal in his
I think in-
shield wall.
Yeah, I think in this flanking position, Allison will be able to finish it. Like do one of those big crit things sometimes.
I hope so. Yeah.
All right, then the 3 leafy persons are all having their turns. This one will float around you and just touch down right over there. And this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, will be still far enough away. Will now also be on the ground. So now all the leafy things are underground and ready to rumble. This one will land, and as it lands, it will try to poke you 2 times with its spear.
I really
The
like
first
these
one
monsters.
will be a 9 to hit, and the second one will be a, let's see, that would be a 2 to hit.
Come at me, bro.
Okay, but the other one is also throwing his seeds, one at Gricol and one at Allison. So the first one is going at Allison for a, that will be a 17 to hit.
I'll nimbly dodge out of the way.
Holy shit.
So
Okay,
what does
basically-
that mean?
I have a feat, a rogue feat. It's called Nimble Dodge, and basically what you see is Allison moving in a dance-like way, and he just avoids it.
Okay.
And he has
gets
some
a pl-
firecrackers
gets a-
behind him.
He gets a +2 to his AC.
And he has some firecrackers behind him as the seed explodes against the wall.
Yeah.
And the second one is going wide, I think, for a, that would be a 8 to hit against
Yeah.
Gricol. So no luck there.
Not even close.
Okay, then the last one, still just standing there with Iroh, is just going to try and poke him with a stick. Like he saw Gricol do to his friend. He can do too.
Right.
For
Sound
a
tactic.
9 to hit on the first one,
Nope.
a even lower on the second one, and the last one will be a, let's see, that will be, that's 8 to hit.
Nope.
So now that he's here in melee range with you, you can actually just push aside the stick, and he doesn't really have any strength in his arms to actually be
Yes.
able to poke you with it any further. So the leafy fellas don't really seem to have their stuff together right now. Allison, you're up again.
Okay, I'm gonna run behind the leafy guy. I'm gonna
Alright.
stab him in the bag.
You're gonna stab him in the back.
Which leafy guy?
Which one?
Well, the one with which I can flank.
You aren't really able to flank with any of them because
Um,
right behind that one there is a piece of wall which is blocking your way. Like right over here.
It's blocking the whole space?
Yeah, you can't really stand there right now.
No?
Yeah, because there's
How
also
could I
like,
be able to take cover there then?
oh wait, yeah, fair enough. I'll allow it. There you
Yeah?
go. Sure.
If you say it's not an option,
1,
then I'll just
2,
feint.
3,
It's
4.
alright.
No, you're fine. You're right over
Sure?
there. Yeah.
Cool. In that case, I'll try and stab. First
Alright.
time. And it's a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Cool. Let's just hope it dies. No, it's not gonna die. Not with 2 ones. So that's a total of 6.
6 points of damage. As Allison darts behind him, you can actually use the wall a little bit to catch yourself a little bit and get yourself in position to thrust. And with this time the rapier goes through the body of this creature, and again a couple of leaves just fly off. But he's still standing there, like his energy is still enough to keep everything together.
And I'll try again.
All right, go for it.
Ooh, that might actually work. 21.
21 hits. Oh, why did you roll 2d6 at this time?
Sneak attack.
Sneak attack?
Yeah, get every attack I hit.
You every attack?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I thought
Yeah.
it was just once per
No,
round.
it's just a weaker version, but you get it
Ooh,
every
awesome.
attack.
Okay,
Then
so
I
how much
rolled
damage is
2
that?
ones again.
Nah.
Again.
So for
so it's
another.
another 6 damage.
All right, for a total of 12.
Yeah.
And again, your rapier is actually getting
More than
nice
12
points,
hit
but he's
points.
still up there.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, you guys also have more than 12 hit points.
So
Had more than 12 hit points.
I still have more than 12.
it was 5 versus 3. Let's see.
Oh, 4. 4 versus 3.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, we only killed
Right.
one. Yeah, never mind.
Look, man, they have a
I
plus
know,
3
I
to hit
know,
on their spares.
know.
I think you're fine. So
We're
after Allison,
not fine,
Pyro.
but we're fine.
They're fines.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yes.
Roll the fine.
Aro, you're up. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna do the only thing I know how.
Hit stuff?
Hit stuff.
Hit stuff.
With my fists.
Skadoosh.
First off, flurry of blows.
All right.
Twice in a row.
Go for it.
No deals from you. That's a 9.
Yeah, that won't hit, I'm afraid.
And that's not even a 10 anymore. That's a 5.
That's a 5.
Because
Ouch.
I already can take penalty.
As you are trying to hit him, doesn't really seem to find purpose.
The next one will be a 12.
12 misses again.
Oh, Iroh, no.
Last try.
He's gonna die.
No,
No.
that's a natural 2.
Wow.
He's trying to poke you with his stick, you just like push it out of the way, and you are just trying to hit him. but like with every fist you throw at him, the wind just takes him with you a little bit, and you just miss all the punches against him.
Ay.
That hurts.
Hard times, man.
That
Hard
hurts
times.
both physically and mentally.
Recall. We're up to you again.
All right. Flank is
Yeah.
good. Spear is good.
You seem to have your shit
I
together.
see a winning recipe.
Hell yeah.
Let's go for it. That is a 24 against his AC.
Very good, very good. It isn't a crit, however, but it still hits very, very nicely.
I can live with that. All right. Bam! Oh, max roll. So we end up at 12 damage against this
Oof.
guy.
And that will be enough. As you again thrust your spear through him, you see that this creature, again, just his form dissipates and a nice, lovely explosion of a verdant burst. As, let's see,
The other one isn't damaged.
feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. As the burst emanates out of you in a 30 feet radius, and as such, the one that was damaged earlier actually seems to get a little boost.
That's a great ability.
For-
I like these monsters a lot.
Yeah, they're cute.
They're really good. Great.
They're cute.
Yeah.
They're not cute.
They're called leshies.
Yeah, leshies are great.
All right, so he will heal just 1 point.
Nice. Okay.
Okay. As the one that Iroh was combating is just looking a little bit better than it did before.
The one that. Oh damn.
Yeah, the other one
Yeah,
didn't
sorry.
take damage yet. So
Yeah,
this one is
that's
just
true.
totally fine, and the one next to you can actually heal 1 hit point from the verdant burst that the Leshy.
30 feet. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So that being said, Grakal, you still have 2 actions left.
I'm gonna move my way over to poor little Iroh over there.
Poor little Iroh. Right
Yeah.
over
And
there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Perfect.
I am thinking, am I gonna try and poke him, or am I gonna try and raise my shield? I think if he were to hit me, I could take it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna poke him with my stick.
Poke him. Do it.
And Pokemon you shall.
That's a good roll again. My luck has changed.
Yeah.
19 total.
19 hits.
Yeah,
So roll
figured.
damage. I mean, like, what you just now did to this guy, you actually healed him up, so it's only common courtesy to also remove
Right?
that healing.
Yeah,
from
yeah,
him.
definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
that's
Yin
how-
yang, all that kind of
Right,
stuff.
right, yeah, balance and stuff.
Ooh, 10 damage.
10 points,
I think
nice.
I damaged him for more than he healed.
And with that, it is also enough to actually let him explode again. As
Yeah.
Grakal comes running with his spear.
You're called definitely carrying ass.
Yeah,
Definitely.
well,
And with the blast, it might not heal me, but I feel a weight off my shoulders that I'm not gonna die.
And it actually feels nice. It doesn't really have any physical effects, but there is this vagrant energy inside of these creatures. It's just rushing over you. It
It's like a spiritual Febreze.
Yeah, spiritual Febreze. A very, very good way to put it. All right, so 3 down, 1 to go.
get your essential powders here.
Yeah.
And he is just going to 1, 2, 3, walk up and try to poke you with his stick.
Yeah, you know how we know this isn't an actual goblin? Because he's still staying.
Yeah. yeah.
Yeah, this creature
Definitely.
doesn't really have a mind of its own at this point in time. Allison,
not.
that will be a 22 to hit with the pointy stick.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
that
that's
hits.
a natural
yeah.
19 plus 3.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, for 0 points of damage because it's the 8
Can,
minus
can,
1.
can you
and
even
roll
do
a
0
1.
damage? Is it not a minimal 1?
I think it's hilarious. So you take 0 points of damage.
There you go.
He actually hits your cloth, boink, but doesn't have the strength to actually push through it and do any damage. So that was his turn.
Flowers
Uh,
aren't that pointy, I'm
It's
not
more some
sure.
slight bruising or something.
And then, as it doesn't really seem to work, he's still far enough away from you, so he just gets a seed and throws it at you. For a, that will be a 8 to hit.
Nope.
As it goes wide, exploding against one of the trees behind you. All right, so then we're up again with Allison.
Okay, I'll tumble towards him
Digga-digga-digga-digga.
and basically feign attack and then attack for
All right.
The feign is a 10.
Ah, no, that's not enough, I'm afraid.
I'll just attack normally.
Okay.
So, 12.
There's a lot of sparkles in your eye from all the verdant bursts of
Yeah.
life energy, and as such, your rapier again goes wide.
This combat's taking way longer than it should be.
It's like just you guys pointing with sticks at
Yeah.
your salad, like, come on, get on the fork.
Yeah.
All right, so after Allison, we've got Iroh.
Iroh is quite comfortable where he is.
Iroh's taking a breather.
Iroh's taking. He's like he's standing with his hands on his knees, just taking a breather. Like,
You could still take cover somewhere, just to be
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Just to be sure.
oh yeah, I could move towards the place where Allison started. That corner on the wall.
Right over there? All right. So you move over there and just take cover because you don't know if this guy is throwing seeds at your head in the next turn, but you would rather not find out.
That's true.
All right. So after Iroh, we've got Grakal. Grakal, are you going to continue your winning streak?
Yeah, so Garkal's just kind of tired. So he,
All that running around,
yeah. So what he does as a free action, I just drop everything.
drop stuff.
Use one action to draw my great axe,
Hey.
and another to run up. And
Can you get in the flanking position with your movement?
I only have 5 squares, so I couldn't.
No,
unfortunately.
just right up over there.
And I'm gonna try and see what my great axe,
All right, go for it.
what its cutting power is. No, I'm gonna miss. That's an 11.
That's an 11. And the great axe does strike through, and the ground, poof, as a low thud, actually buries your axe a little bit into the dirt itself, and you pull it back, ready for the next round. But this time, I'm afraid you missed.
Yeah, I suppose I can't keep that up for,
No.
like, statistically speaking.
Well, you're.
All right. At this point, the leaf creature is having its turn again, and is just going to make. Let's see who goes first. It seems that Grakal is going first this time. One attack against you, which is going to be a 22.
I don't mind you rolling against the odds.
2,
I don't
which is going to be 1 point of damage.
Ah,
Then the
nice.
next one against Allison,
That's
which
what
is
we're
going
going
to
for.
be a 13.
Nope.
And then the third one against Grakal again for a. That would be a -4. Yeah. So
Does
I
he
think
hit
that
himself?
misses. Sorry?
No.
So like there's he drew blood, right? And Grakal, as he's pulling up his axe and he gets poked by that spear, and he looks at it, and there's something about the situation that just provokes. Maybe it's the powder still kind of giving him this euphoric feeling, or maybe it's just that he just got stabbed by a rose.
Maybe it's
but-
Maybelline.
But the hilarity of the situation is just too much for him, and he just starts laughing, like this angry, bloodthirsty laugh, you know. But it's hilarious to him.
He has never hunted salad before.
Yeah.
All right. So after that,
But
we are up
are you
again
gonna
with.
eat them? 'Cause this is a hunt.
Yeah. I am very conflicted.
Allison, you're up again. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna tumble behind him.
Yes, with a nice little twirl, you are now behind the Leshy, and
That's
for
a
a
22.
22 hits. Doesn't crit, but does hit.
It's.
Aw, finish him.
I'll try.
This one hasn't taken any damage yet, so
That's 11 damage.
11 points of damage, still
I'll
standing.
try again. Another pierce. That's a natural 1. So
Ah. So the first time you actually pierce the Leshy again, and now you are actually seeing that there are nothing but plant life being held together by some sort of nature-ish magic, as they don't really seem to mind that they are pierced from both sides by different types of weapons. Although you can see that the enchantment is losing its grip on the creature. However, with the second thrust, he actually steps out of the way and poof, just as the great axe of Grakal, now your rapier also only pierces dirt. That was your action. Sorry, that was your whole turn,
Yep,
because there were
that
your
was
3
my
actions. Iroh, you're up again.
I'm gonna throw a rock.
How's it going, guys? And Iroh feels a bit bad that he isn't participating. So he walks 1, 2, 3, 4.
He walks one step in front and then no.
He walks up to the.
You can make
Thingy?
yourself right over here, if you would like.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Or you can also move right over there, if you'd like.
Yeah, this sounds.
Two,
This looks more like
one.
ganging up, to be honest.
Yeah.
Um, And I'm just gonna try to hit him as well.
All right.
I'm just gonna start with Flurry of Blows.
Let's see if punching works this time.
Well, it didn't work the first time. That's 12. Does that also work with this thing? With
I think it's on most rolls.
I'm feeling slightly lucky. Something that I haven't done this
Ah,
yet.
halfling
So
luck.
I'm gonna try to roll this one again.
Very well.
Which also becomes a 12, to be honest.
Well,
It's not very lucky.
I'm feeling lucky. God, no. A 12 misses, I'm afraid.
I'm gonna hit again.
Although, oh yeah, of course. Yep, go ahead.
For a 11.
11. Again, this creature, you can hit it, but shh, shh. You're just punching leaves, man. Where's the impact? I don't know. It's weird.
I'm gonna try twice again. But
All right.
my hopes are low, to be honest. That's a 11 again.
Misses
that's your
again.
turn.
And that's my oh yeah,
Well,
move.
Yeah, oh yeah, you moved, and then Flurry of Blows in the second attack. Okay, so, Grokal.
All right. Still laughing. Upward pull, and then just go for the wood chopper. You know.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, and I ain't chopping well. But aiming his hearts. That's a 13.
13 misses, I'm afraid. As your axe comes up high, goes down low, but also goes down wide. As again, you're just chopping dirt at this point.
I'm just gonna like we're ganging up. I'm just like imagining us all hacking and slashing at this
Just
guy.
doing nothing.
Go already.
Is this how you make a salad?
He's flanked, but okay. So
Right,
here we
go
go.
ahead. Second
Nope.
attack.
7. You know what? What have I got to lose except for my life? So that brings me to a -10, right?
Yeah.
On top of.
Roll that 20.
Nope. That was 2 natural 5s in a row.
All right, let's see if this person has a better time. He does take a step away from you guys and then just goes to poke each one of you once. Let's see who goes first. The first one is Iroh. Sorry about that. The first one is going to come up with a... That's a 5.
Thank God.
Then we have
Thank Iori.
Grokal coming at you for a 1. A 1.
Nope.
And then the third one going for Allison with a... that would be a 0.
Yeah,
Can we now finish this, guys?
I hope so.
Allison,
Can
you're up.
I?
You gotta move up again.
Yeah, I'm gonna flank.
There we go.
And then gonna stabby. Nope.
Somebody roll
Yeah, no.
something.
No. Just no. I think I go face first. No, I don't go face first into the wall, but in my head it's that way because this is getting tiresome.
Iroh,
Yeah,
please.
please kill it.
I'm gonna step up.
All right.
Flurry of Blows.
This is gonna take so long.
Trying to hit him.
Careful for the screen.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna hit.
Oh!
Yes!
That's gonna be a 24.
24. That hits.
I'll roll more than 1 damage, I swear to God.
There you go.
Oh, that's a 7. No, yeah, a 7. 7 hit points. 7 points of damage.
Thank you. How do you want to do this?
I'm.
He's backing
I'm
up, piercing everybody
frustrated.
with you with a spear.
I mean, our demeanor doesn't show it, but I'm quite frustrated, and I'm just. I'm gonna give him the old-fashioned kick on the punch on the head.
All right. So, as you walk up to this creature, he tries to poke you with the spear. You parry it in one way. You turn around, make it a little pivot, and it ends with just right on his head. And as such, you push some sort of button in his head, and a verdant burst of life energy washes over you.
Party popper.
And as such, you guys are victorious.
Woohoo!
Against Salad.
Yeah.
The day we hunted salad.
I look at I look
okay?
at Carl, and like, hey man, you can do the hand stuff again, right?
Both of you, sit down. First get you up.
I'm not gonna sit down. I'm gonna fall down.
Come here.
I'm just
Again-
gonna try to sit down, but then slightly fall on the ground.
Both of you, come sit against this wall.
Yes.
And I
Let's see.
Those
Not
things.
now.
Jesus.
Let's remove our characters from the battlefield
Yeah.
for clarity's sake.
I'll try and heal him first,
All right.
because he's desperately injured.
How long does this take again? I keep forgetting.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Oh,
Yeah.
perfect.
So you're just, as the combat has now subsided, you just walk around these ruins. You can take a look for yourself and see if anything of interest is within them. In the meantime, Allison can take a moment to patch everyone up, and the post-battle rest is.
Well, at least I can try, but I
you can
failed.
Oh, you failed?
I
Oh, God.
failed. So I cannot heal him. Your wounds.
After
sorry,
those
man.
10 minutes, I will have had time to pray to my gods, so I'm gonna have a lay on hands for you. So that's 6 HP back. As Kurenau's light touches you and his fiery breath heals your wounds.
And
It
I'll
does
then
indeed.
try and heal you, Gurkol.
Cool.
For a 19, so yes, you heal 2d8,
Nice.
Nice.
which is 12.
Sweet. Full HP.
Whoop whoop.
This time I finally found out how these wounds work. So sorry.
I'm gonna have to wait another 10 minutes before I can heal you again.
that's during
Yeah.
this.
Well, I mean, like, I have to be praying or doing something
True.
to focus, like, to align
True.
myself
And
with Kurenau again.
getting patched up does not.
You
No,
were
like-
just having the weirdest prayer, like, "Thank you for this hunt?" Question mark.
Yeah.
We will
Okay.
share the bounty.
Share the bounty of vines.
Are you Phil?
I am fully healed.
Okay. In
I'm-
that case, I'll try and
all
heal
fine.
myself
Well-
as well.
Well, actually, Grukal, make me a nature check real quick.
With my negative wisdom mod. Okay. 2.
2. Okay. That is all. That is all.
Good conversation.
I'll try.
Oh,
and
dude,
patch,
by the way, nothing.
I'll try and patch myself up,
All right.
which does not work.
Ugh. Like you haven't really had like plant wounds.
Yeah, it's difficult.
It's weird. It's weird. But now that you guys are here, I would like you all to roll a perception check for me, please. You are now here for at least half an hour.
20.
20. 12.
12.
A 17.
17.
Lay on hands.
Plonk.
Dunk.
There we go.
6 HP.
All right. The two of you are just doing your business,
Yeah.
breathing, having something to eat and to drink. Grokal, while you were praying, you could actually feel that like the sunlight from Kurenau was even more vagrant than before. And wait a second, that wasn't the light. It is this area. This area itself, where you are standing right now, there is something very, very alive in the air around here. There is a lot of energy, a lot of life, a lot of vitality in like the area around you. And now that you are a little bit in tune with this area, you can see where those creatures were coming from. Like they were manifestations of whatever it is that this area now holds.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, Gurkul speaks up as he stands up for meditation. He collects his spear and his shield. He sheathes his axe. There is a presence here. It is why we were attacked. Something that we might not be able to kill.
So that means we have to get the hell out of here, I probably think.
No,
Well,
we were sent for a seed.
At least just look around a bit. As Allison's just stretching and yawning a bit. He looks tired. Shall we?
All right. So, the pack, minus the actual animal in the
Yeah.
pack and the druid. What would you like to do in this place?
Look around.
Yeah, we're gonna look for those.
Herbs.
Things.
And maybe for a source.
All right. All of you are just going to go on your way. Then all three of you may roll perception checks to see if you can find anything which might be useful.
That's a nat 20.
Natural 20?
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
I would really have hoped that I had this during the fight, but then
Well,
again, no, that equates
This
to
is better,
23.
I think.
I don't know if you would like to. No.
This is a 24 for me.
A 24.
Yeah.
6.
Balance has returned to the universe. All right.
2 high rolls.
Okay. First off, Allison, as you are walking around, eventually you can see. I will put a pointer right here on the map for you, real quick. Right over
I'm
here.
gonna use the map.
Right over there. You
okay.
do find a bush that would be the helmthorn, which was spoken of. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a large bush, and you do realize that there are 2 types of berries: the indigo ones, which are just the normal ones, and then the deep red ones, which should be have some healing properties. You do not see indigo ones.
They're only.
They're only vagrant scarlet red.
Okay.
They're not too much of them on it. It's sort of works as like grapevines. Like, so you have like 1 bush of berries, and you can find a total of 12 scattered through this 1 bush.
How many did she need?
She
didn't-
didn't really say, but she could use them. So, like, and these things, if you can remember what she said, are pretty rare.
Yeah.
That's what you get with a 24.
Well, in that case, I'll harvest them.
All right. So I would like you to make again a dexterity check with your herbalism, as this is your thing. What do we got there?
10.
10. All right. You ruin some berries in the process, but in total you can put down that you have 5 batches.
5 batches.
Yeah, 5 batches, like 5 portions, which can be used for stuff, which comes to
wow,
a total of
that's
10 of those like ranks with grapes.
Okay, that's not too bad.
No, that's very good actually.
Wait.
Grukal, you find rocks and stones.
Then
and
I have found what I'm looking for. I go to sleep.
also dirt. Also dirt. No,
Ooh,
but
some
we have a person right over here. First off, as you are walking, Iroh, you can find that the pile of rubble next to the tower still has some nice markings on the stone, and you're a little bit intrigued by it. And as you are just sitting there rummaging through it, you don't really know why, you eventually come across a piece of paper. A piece of paper which, through all the rain, all the winds, all the different elements trying to destroy it, is still intact and nicely rolled up in a scroll with a simple sigil on it. But it isn't like a wax seal of some kind. It's just a nice little strip to close the roll up. So you can like click, put it open again, and read it if you'd like.
Can I read it?
You open it up, and it has some. Make a.
I have a scribing lore.
Oh, okay. So then you would actually know this. These are some sort of arcane markings to use in the casting of a spell. This is a spell scroll that you found.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty dope.
It is indeed, as you said, dope.
It's an arcane scroll?
It's well, make a lore check with your recall knowledge.
That will be an 11.
An 11. All right. Which, if I understand correctly, how this works would be a fail, but because of your scribe lore, it becomes a success.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you could see that this is a primal scroll. So
Oh,
this is
nice.
like the sort of magic with the naturey things and such.
Hannah likes this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't give it to her until she actually knows how to use it, right?
Till she doesn't
Just
blow us
saying.
up.
Just say.
Yes. Let's keep this from her.
Yeah.
But next to that, you also find something else which might be a little bit intriguing with your natural 20. Because as you are looking through the rubble further, next to the scroll, you think like, okay, this is jackpot, man. This is a place where some things can be found. And indeed you are correct, because eventually as Iroh's like throwing away rocks and maybe you guys come in to help him a little bit, eventually you uncover what seems to be a beautiful scabbard, within it a short sword. Which seems also untouched by the elements. Which, as you know, Allison, is a clear sign of magic.
Yeah. I'm really happy with this finding.
It's a nice, simple metal short sword. Like the hilt itself, it seems to be somewhat of a elvish nature, with like a twirling handle with it. No real gemstones on it. Also, if you put it out, like the blade itself is just nice and clean, just comes to a point. The scabbard itself also pretty simple, just a little bit of decoration at the top and at the bottom with metal to hold it everything together. But yeah, this seems like a good one.
Okay.
Sweet.
Can I, with my knowledge of Arcana, discern what kind of enchantment it holds?
You know that for that sort of stuff you need some sort of magic to actually like scan the item itself.
Cool.
All right. But as you all are looking at the scroll in your hand, the sword at the other, and a couple of berries now full on loaded into Allison's backpack, it seems that whatever you came here to do has become a success. And with that, we will end today's session.
Yay.
Nice.
So, you have now officially slain goblins and salad.
Yeah.
There we go.
You're still gonna have to eat this.
I still forgot one thing. I still forgot
Well,
one
they
thing.
exploded.
I still forgot one thing. The jack-o'-lantern, the thing, still burning.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's still burning.
Can we take the jack-o'-lantern?
Yeah, as you walk up to it, sorry, session not over. You walk up to the jack-o'-lantern, of course, because that's a light source, like it's burning. And you can actually see it's just a nice little stick, just like this tall, with like it's on fire. And it has like a little bit of cloth soaked in some sort of oil to actually get it on fire. But this is totally magical. I mean, like the fire doesn't burn you. You can't like really put it out if you try. It's just a nice stick of an ever-burning torch.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Okay, can you put that one?
Cool. Put it down too.
And now we're done. Now we're done.
So thanks again for watching. It was awesome to have you guys with us here tonight.
Sorry about the technical difficulties. by
Yeah,
the way.
and about us yawning all the time.
We had a very fun weekend out camping.
Very
and,
fun whole week.
Week even, yeah. So we had it was actually a lot of fun to return back to Civilization and spend another few hours playing this game with you.
And miss our attacks for.
Oh god, it went so badly.
Yeah.
Like how the hell can those guys who suck at their spears hit you like the entire time
Yeah.
while you like, I know what I'm doing. Dirt.
Dirt.
Oh, well. But you guys are, or were you, level 1 characters?
Oh.
Because I do need to do some calculations, but there's a good chance that you guys will actually level up for our next session.
Oh,
That'd be great.
this
That's
better
gonna
not
be
be a
great.
bait and switch.
Yeah. Better not.
Oh no, 10 XP short.
No,
Sorry, guys.
I'm pretty sure I did the calculations. I needed to. I had the idea that this would happen, of course. So I think we might have some nice things to show our people next
Yeah.
session.
Oh, damn.
That's gonna be great.
Excellent.
That is going to be great.
So next session, slaying dragons. Now, but for now, I do believe that this was the session. Thank you so much all for watching again, and I will hope to see you all next time.
Bye.
Bye.